Me, I don't play my music, so I don't be turning up on y'all like that. I'm real old fashioned when it comes to electronics, as you can see. Care less what phone is out. My shit work, it work. I don't want to hear that. That song's sad. And we're back. 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 Let me know. I mean, it should be good money right now, though. Let me get all these tools back up. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Wait for y'all to get the notification when I put everything else up. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. 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 For those of you who truly connect to me on a deep, deep level, whenever I get into that mode of a warrior, just listen to what I'm saying and allow the energy just to circulate wherever you're at, because that's out of there. I'm not here to play with that shit no more. I'm over it. So over it. It's unnecessary. Unconditional love must be on this planet. So we back. Was just replaying the other one. Which one? Shable. Now this Jupiter and Pisces, when it goes back, I was just about to write chapter. It's gonna be a new chapter. It's definitely gonna be a new chapter. So here's what I would say, because all right, just put it this way. You see how we vibe when we're doing these lives, right? And the energy that comes out, the messages that come out. You're aware of what's going on when it comes to these, as Dr. B would say, Dr. B Serious would say, these out to tease maneuver or whatever in your life. Not everybody's aware of that. And not being aware of that, you're being suppressed by that. And it shows up in different ways. I now had to play that back for the grandson thing. Listen, I told y'all in a few lives back, you better buckle up because it is, we about to ride out, okay? We about to ride out. The saint of authenticity. Let me pull some um more feminine energies here for this live. It was just 444. It was just 444. Here we go. Divine feminine, Jupiter and Pisces. Frasier, and she's also connected to the autumn season as well. The goddess of discernment. Spend your time wisely and only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. That's as oxymoron as it can be, but you see the balance in your statements. Make sure whatever it is that you're saying, you're aware of what you're saying. Then we have Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job, not outside. It's an inside job. A lot of these structures and belief system has designed it to seem as if wealth is an outside job. And a lot of you are breaking from those barriers, those walls of wealth being an outside job. The moment you realize it's an inside job, I just saw Kali and her face was just like strong just now. So the moment you ask source and the universe, God, whatever title you have for it, the energy of the supreme energy of all to assist you, wow, it'll bring you a new beginning. You have the cosmic egg coming out here. That's wild, because this is giving me Oshun's energy too, though. You hold the universe within you. You are a force of an ever expanding love. So it says, I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever expanding love. If you hold the universe within you and you are the force of ever expanding love, and you do anything opposing that, what do you think your life is going to really look like? Whatever is not a yes, you're going to actually say yes to. Your discernment, she just said yes in this commercial. That shit even said yes as far as the, I'm done. That, see, be mindful what you're saying yes to. Don't be a yes man. Some of you should watch that movie. Something about Jim Carrey, because Bruce Almighty came up yesterday, or whenever that was. I know I be treading like open. This is what I need. Go ahead, mommy. Go ahead, mommy. Don't stop now, straight to the top now. Go ahead, mommy, make it hot now. And what I said, them lyrics, that's what me, my sister, my cousin used to say. I don't be treading like open. Used to make our own shit. Queen of the Outsiders, I have arrived. Yeah, you forward in here, right? Sarah Lakali. Fatima is Sarah Lakali. She has arrived and she is where she will always be in love. That's really you, though, for real. Ashe. Nonetheless, collective Sarah Lakali. And I just said Kali's face was just strong, but this is like the joy permeated mother energy. Queen of the Outsiders. Queen of Wands is the queen of the outsiders, if anything. I mean, all the queens in the tarot deck. So let's go to the tarot deck. Ooh. She should ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. I love her eyes. Listen. Look at these eyes. Yeah. Okay. Let me pull my cards out. See, I'm loving the energy that I'm picking up on as I'm doing a Jupiter and Pisces video, and who's receiving the notification and who's tapping in. That says a lot, because that energy ain't nothing to play with. It's really nothing to play with. It really shows you the low and the high. But those that are connecting to this message, just know this for sure. You have a connection to the low and the high. The low, you saw how I just did that, the low and the high, because it's all one for you. The veil is removed from you. Start a family, baby. Let me see, what's the message here? Jupiter and Pisces, Jupiter and Pisces. Moon tone 4, And then we have, this is 410 or 10-4. Wow, copy that. 10-4 will be 3 of Swords, Saturn and Libra. So we have Moon Tone 4, which is self-existing. When it comes to galactic signature, you can have a galactic signature with the Moon Tone of self-existing. You have the essence of form. So if you're into anything that requires you to have a particular form or to be precise or detailed, this is why you're so great at it, because you have this energy of being self-existing, the power to define, and the action, through the action of taking measure. And then you have Awaz, which speaks of the strength to ward off or repel blockades or defeat. There goes the U tree. Let me see. Which speaks of initiation, death, mysteries, avoiding casualties, growth that is encouraged through discomforts. This is what I'm saying. Like, I knew I had to do a separate Jupiter and Pisces video, because this is where you can see who's who. This is where you're going to see who's who. It's just gonna be clear as day. It's gonna be clear as day. Because if Jupiter was the sun, there will never be a nighttime. You're my wifey. What's the energy here for the collective? For the collective, for the This room that came out is exactly what it would look like when you're wanting to start a fire. See how easy it was for me to say try? But you saw that pause? Yeah. However, there could be a healing here that's going on as far as this rune is concerned. The letter K could be significant. The World card, okay, the number 14. This is a healing of cysts, ulcers, abscess, and boils, and any fever associated issues. This speaks of an opening, power to create your reality, vital fire of life, creativity, and transformation. Pine cones, trees, pine trees are significant as well. This could be a great time if you want to make your own disinfectant out of pine to cleanse your home. Definitely recommend it here based off of this message coming here. There's a greater possibility when it comes to the letter K. That's why you're my wife. Let's see what else we got. I'm not taking that because it didn't feel like it wanted to come. I just felt like it slided out. Let's see. What's the message here? So let's take your time, baby. Okay. The Lovers. Inevitable fate. What's this in reverse, though? Okay, so I'm feeling like there was an inheritance that was given to you previously that you weren't prepared for, but it was also a lesson, because this is showing me with the 4 in reverse, is showing me Saturn's energy. But this is what allow you to see the magician within you. And there goes the death mysteries, the initiation with this room. So let me pull some tarot cards here. See, there's a very high population that watches tarot for drama. with me having the Mercury and the Sun in the fifth house of Leo, which connects to drama, I really ain't for that type of drama. When it comes to that drama, I'm more so annihilating the shit. Like, can we get to the fairy tale? The stories of the fairies. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Can we get to the stories of the fairies? The World card and the Ace of Cups. I'm telling you about this energy, about something that came to you. It wasn't the proper timing. But this is what Jupiter does. It gives you what you want. Jupiter gives you what you want in order for you to expand. Now, Saturn is going to ask you, did you complete this lesson? Did you complete this homework? Did you complete this quiz? Did you complete this test? Did you pass? Now I can give it to you. That's what Saturn does. Jupiter's like, here. So Jupiter and Pisces, when it comes to the way your mindset is, and it comes to something that you have to undo yourself. Told you I live in the concrete jungle. Honestly, you know what that sounds like to me? Based on what I just said. This is what I mean about everywhere I'm at, I embrace it because it allows me to tap into a particular energy as far as the work I came here to do. So, as I said what I said, I'm hearing that. May that person be well, nonetheless. But if this is like a toxic spirit that's around, hearing that, it reminds me of ghosts when Willie was taken by those ghosts of the underworld. That's what that reminded me of just now. I ain't gonna front, when I was younger and I watched that movie and I was outside at nighttime, coming from whatever function I would come to with you ain't late, time is an illusion here, baby. You here when you got here, honey. You got here when you supposed to get here, boo. So not boo, goddess. So when I watched that movie Ghost, I would literally be that one that was looking to see if I would see those ghosts taking somebody's body or some shit or somebody's soul. That's how I was when I was younger. When let me see. What year did that movie come out? With Whoopi Goldberg and Demi Moore. 1990. Hold up. I mean, the first time I actually watched that was probably 95 or 96 or some shit like that. And I will always look around to see if I could see somebody's soul being taken by those same ghosts or demons that was taking the body that wasn't supposed to ascend. That was my little ass. I used to be like, see if I can see. I ain't tell nobody about that shit but y'all right now. That's the first time I probably said that shit out loud. I'll probably say it to my sister. Yeah, I split the deck, high priestess. Just so you know. Listen. Talk to me, source, for the collective here. That's what that sounds like. What does that have to do with the collective right now? Tell me. What does that have to do with the collective? No longer at a crossroads. 2000 on the timer as this came out. And this is the Two of Wands, which is Mars and Aries. And then the 10 of Cups, this is Mars too. This is Aries to, this is Pisces to Aries. So what? And it's 2022. Bro, I'm telling you, this Jupiter in Pisces is clearing up everything that's been in your way that has put you at a crossroads. And this is why I said, whoever is watching this live, you're supposed to watch it live. And even those who catch on the replay, but more so those of you who are catching this live. You know how they speak about the 1% and the wealthy? That's what you are right now. Forget how many people are subscribed to this channel. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for the quantity of it. It's the quality. There's a few of the gods and goddesses that are coming from a primordial essence that I connect to. Point, period, blank. Okay? So. Let's roll. I talk to sounds around me more than I talk to people. Let's just put it that way. King of Cups, family-oriented, mysterious, business-minded here. No longer being confused about what that is. So you're definitely going to be able to partner with people that vibrate the same energy here while Jupiter is in Pisces, October 28th, going into the Day of the Dead. I love it. Halloween. Okay. Right after that, you got All Saints Day. So you see that polarity in itself. You got 10/31/22 on the 2202 on the timer. You got Halloween on the 31st of October. Then you got All Saints Day the next day. Don't that sound like a new year though? You got the end and the beginning and the end. Right there. If I was a professor, that would be the class that everybody, doesn't even matter if they graduated, will bring their ass back to like, nah, can we just vibe and we just talk and we just mastermind this shit? Let's go. Let's mastermind this. Come on now. Let's mastermind this thing. Now, Three of Pentacles also Mars. So there's a lot of Mars energy present. With this Two of Wands energy presenting itself, you're no longer at a crossroads as to who you are. You know how to use your life force and vitality with the Three of Pentacles, Mars and Capricorn. You are the authority of yourself. You are your ancestor. You're the new ancestor. So now, I had to push this thing in and everything. It was just 23. So when it comes to you being an ancestor, that word in itself is known as a word for someone who has transitioned. Let me run it back a little bit. You often hear that there's a Messiah coming. But then you also hear the word of an ancestor being used as far as someone who has crossed over. But you're the new ancestor, but you ain't crossed over yet. So and my heart just beat so strong right now as I said that. It was almost as it's basically like that was my moment between me and the universe where it was like, it's about fucking time you said what you had to say. Now you can go deeper into that. You're the new ancestor. The revitalize, re-energize. I'm not going to say new. Revitalize and re-energize because ain't nothing new under this sun, right? There's that. Let's mastermind this thing. So, ain't nothing new under the sun. You are a reincarnation. That's another thing that's went out the window for most. Where you're like, I don't want to reincarnate. Because I used to say that too. I don't want to reincarnate back into this earth. But if you have a child, you just reincarnated. That's where reincarnation is. On some real shit, Dr. B hit that shit nail on the head. It was either him or Rod Hayes, one of the two. That's why I like to listen to a lot of different things, because it allows you to remember what your soul is here to do. Right shoulder, left brain. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. And what makes you overthink is what people have to say when you post whatever it is that you got to say. Some of you back up. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to hit that block button on your ass. I'm not saying nothing to you. I'm going to return that shit right back to you and block you. I ain't got the fucking time for it. I'm not using my time for that. We're good. Go handle that shit by yourself. Feel me? So this Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. That's where she is right now, though, right? Yeah. 22 degrees in the second house. Right. Okay. She's home. There's a strong connection here to your security, emotional security, and your material wealth. Big time. You're in the zone of the Hierophant. Welcome. Because Mama Kali Sitchin nailed it on Black Magic last night. And I mention things of other people when I know my soul resonates with it, where it's like, okay, we're prepared for it, because that's my invitation as a projector. It's like, I know that this is what it is, but where is the collective as far as who I'm connected to when I hear the message is showing me, okay, this is what they're prepared for. But I also have to do my due diligence to be connected to other things that shows me, okay, this is who I'm connecting to provide this message that my soul already is aware of. And one of the things she mentioned was the following, that when it comes to the two keys, the golden key is astrology, which is the inner work of astronomy. And tarot is the second key, the silver key. So notice when you book a reading with me, if you had a full personal reading with me, when I give you your planets and the cards associated with it, you just got your own personal Bible, basically. I've always said I would rewrite the Bible, but I see how I'm doing it now. I've just been reminded as to the way that's happening. This is why I don't read for everybody. It's not that I don't want to. I would love to. But that's information that you have to be at a level of wisdom, and you can see, I can see it based on the way people write within the chat. Before I used to just, you know what, let me just do this, and I'm not doing that no more. I see how that's turned out, where people feel like they have the audacity or the authority to tell me what they're seeing in my cards, or what I should do, or how I should speak. I mean, you get the fuck on. All that shit that you telling me that you feel I should be doing, you need to go do that yourself. Oh God. Simple as that. Because I ain't come here to waste nobody's time, because I don't want nobody wasting mine either. But I know how to prevent that from happening, though. So yes, there's going to be a lot of people offended by the way I move. And I'm saying this for y'all to realize there's going to be a lot of people offended by the way you move. If you care about that, you giving off your willpower real smooth. Because you're falling into a box of the world. Look up the etymology of the word world. That's all you got to do. So you can hear, see, feel, taste, and touch what I'm saying right now. touch it, bring it, babe, want to turn it, leave, oh man. Yo, we've been complicating too much shit for no reason. Literally, no reason. Come on. Look where this fool is going. Straight to the opportunity. This is all I'm saying. You got the solar plexus and the spirit showing out here. You see this zero, this infinite, the 0 point within yourself. That 0 point is when you decide that you want to fly. When you decide you want to fly, you're at the eagle phoenix state and the dove state of your transformation when it comes to Scorpio. See, the scorpion itself, the first stage, it has the ability to sting, and it can sting because it's still on the ground. See, when you're able to fly, most people want to take trips and they want to go here because they get to fly to one other country. There's so many different examples of what you do or what you would want to do that shows you a lot about what's going on within you. You gotta sit down for a little bit, for a minute, and just that's what we doing. Shit's right there. Everything's right there in your face. That's why I say ignorance is not bliss. Never will be. You want to ignore it? I bet. Enjoy your trauma. The way my placements is set up, my humor can be a little dark on some real shit. It can be a little dark. Jupiter in Pisces. There's a decision that must be made here when it comes to divine timing at play. What's the decision about? What's the decision about? Your happiness, stepping away and forming this legacy. I mean, it's up to you. It's the Jupiter in Pisces, when it goes back into it's gonna clean it all up. Everything that's been hidden, everything that you've been undoing yourself up from Jupiter is expanding enough. It's like a massive vacuum. It's the vacuum of all vacuums. Jupiter in Pisces, retrograde. Hit. Okay, you got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm telling you, your wish is coming true. Pisces season. Look at this one here. See, some of you got to reflect on a lot on what you thought it was. Support, family, love, and all this other stuff. Because right up under this is the Knight of Pentacles. You talking about a long ass journey. You've been doing this for a while now, figuring this shit out. Minimum, like I said yesterday, 5 years. But you got the Magician. See, this is how the Magician is. There's another 7 here. There's a lot of 7s going on up in here. Okay, so these two. As above, so below. The Magician's in between. Around his waist is the Serpent, which is the World card energy. Okay. It's the tune. So 7 of Wands. Mars, spiritual warrior when it comes to your creative power, is fully active when it comes to your higher self in the higher realms. So whatever it is that you've been sitting here taking longer than you had to take, okay, your solar plexus is about to activate fully. And mind you, it's been doing that while we were in Virgo season, and now it's being balanced out while we are in Libra season at the fall equinox as well. So there's something here that's being centered as far as what must fall. What is the Olympus within you that must fall? What's the Olympus within you that must fall? Because that Olympus energy got a lot to do with something you're praying for. And I'm going to tell you why. Let me look for it though. Na, 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 na. Let me see where I have it at. Because I had a moment with this here. Definition of a prayer being a petition. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. All right, red feather. There was no reason for that red feather to move, but it did. Our red baby just moved. So 10, 12, which would be 22, 12. Telling you, as long as you listening to me is like listening to music. It's a vibration. Spirits, certain spirits that are not supposed to like me, that are surrounding you, they can't stand when you listen to me. I'm gonna tell you. I don't care though. Let me see something. Hold on. To refine, purify, 2212. Okay. Let me pick these cards up. There's a lot going on over here. Now you see where Alba La Pantera comes from. I don't play with my respectful, loyal subscribers. Don't block me. Don't. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck if you block me. But don't let me block you. And you sitting here emailing me from a whole nother email. That's between you and the universe. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't the one. I ain't doing shit though. That's why that's how much I'm not the one. I ain't gonna do shit. I don't have to. I don't play like that. When I'm supposed to, motherfuckers won't even know though. Cause then I don't. That's listen. And you know how you know you would have that same vibration? Your tears fall when you know you want to say a lot more. I'm one of those. My tears be flowing. When I get pissed, I start tearing out. And that's how the universe knows when to step in. No one is supposed to make you cry. Not from no state of being hurt. No. Some of you, that's a message for you when it comes to other people. You gotta know where you fit in. You gotta be honest with yourself, because not everybody flowing like that. There's work that you gotta do to get to that point. That work is no joke though, but it's definitely something to work for. I'm listening to the reggae vibes, not Gwen Stefani, by the way. Things in my run lately. There you go. Does it start from here though? Does it start from here? This way. No, this way. Okay. So, first and foremost, what is a prayer? A prayer is a petition. Secondly, what is a petition? A legal appeal or demand on a government based on constitutional right protected by law. Let's keep it going. Did I put it here on this side or this side? It must be this way. It's this way. Yo, I be writing and this should just be. Now, okay, so let's go back again. What is a prayer? A prayer is a petition. What is a petition? A legal appeal or demand on a government based on constitutional right protected by law. So, question is, if a petition is a legal appeal or demand on a government, the first word we want to look at is what is a government? Then we're going to go to constitution. So a government, it means to govern, it means to rule, it means to command. Let's go back one more time. So a prayer is a petition. A petition is a legal appeal or demand on a government. What is a government? It means to rule or command. So you got to decide what's ruling and demanding you or commanding you. Because to govern, as it is the first part of the definition of government, to govern means to rule with authority, to be helm of. What does it mean to be helm of? Instrument by which a ship is steered. Relationship, partnership, everything that has to do with other people and movement is going to use the word ship at the end of it, right? Okay. Helm of, it means an instrument by which a ship is steered, position of guidance, control. So, what is guidance then? This speaks of the helm of is connected to the word govern, and guidance is connected to the word helm of. Guidance is the process of direct conduct. What is conduct? It goes right back to the original meaning of helm of, to guide, accompany, and show the way. So, who is your conductor? Who is showing you the way? You already have something established within you, which is this thing right here, this thing we call a heart. This is why they say faith comes by hearing. If you can't hear what this has to say, everything outside of you is going to conduct you. It's going to steer you on your path. It's going to direct where you go. Now, going back to the original meaning here of what is a prayer is a petition. Petition continues to say it is a supplication, especially to a deity. As far as the latter part of that definition of prayer, where it mentions constitutional right protected by law. Constitutional means 4411. Constitutional, the etymology of constitutional is pertaining to a person's physical or mental constitution. When you look up the etymology of con, it means swindling. Your mind can easily do that for you. Like your thoughts can do that, not your mind. What you allow your mind to take in from your thoughts is where you're allowing yourself to be swindled. As far as constitutional being an adjective, it means beneficial to bodily health. Let's go back to the word constitutional, pertaining to your physical or mental state. Let's put it that way. The adjective of that would be beneficial to your bodily health. So this is speaking of Venus entirely in terms of the word constitution. So I'm gonna put it this way. Venus is actually is looking like it's synonymous to constitution because it's speaking of bodily health, and Venus speaks of bodily wisdom or wisdom of your body. Now, whenever you're speaking of an adjective, it means to qualify, limit, or define a noun. A noun is a name, a word by which a person or thing is denoted. So a constituent, as far as the noun is concerned, is one who appoints or elects a representative to a cause. Now, the word law, to put that all together, because as it says here, that a prayer is a petition is a legal appeal or a demand on a government based on constitution, which we just went over, right, protected by law. And law is what? Law means to be ordained, consecrate, or put in order. See, when you're going through a fast, you're literally going through a consecration when it comes to your higher self and connecting to your higher self. That's what I'm saying. Be mindful of the words you're using. That's all. Get it clear. See, you notice how a wise person, see, the most talking I do, honestly, is here. If you see me in person, you may think I'm a very quiet person unless there's music playing and I'm dancing. Unless we having a high vibrational conversation, then you hear me speak. You know what I'm saying? But someone who's wise has a lot less to say because you can hear it all. It's not so much knowing it all. You can hear it all. You have a level of faith that's connected to your heart space. And you only are connected to your heart space because you have faith. You're not worried about tomorrow. You know that right now is tomorrow. You know that yesterday is also a representation of what you got today and right now. Okay? Jupiter and Pisces. This is what this energy is all about. This was the vibrant side of the age of Pisces. What you're hearing me state right now, this is how the age of Pisces was supposed to look like. But there was so much of the shadow aspect because there was so much being removed from the age of Aries and the shadow aspect of Aries, which is where a lot of wars happen. We're still in this type of fucking energy. For what reason? Ignorance. This is why I say when it comes to love, the only word that you should connect to that word is unconditional because that's all it is. Love is love. There ain't nothing else around it. There ain't no love is hard. There ain't no tough love. None of that shit. That ain't love. Love ain't tough. Love is smooth. Smooth. When you love unconditionally, you're coming through with the perspective that's smooth. When you have that type of perspective, you tend to have people who unfortunately want to chase it because they don't know themselves. Listen, Jupiter and Pisces came out here with the Four of Pentacles, which is Sun in Capricorn. So there's going to be a lot that's going to be enlightened when it comes to restrictions that you can use, apply them so you can remove whatever it is that is under the rug that is pausing you from moving forward and expanding. This is the moment of expansion because whatever it is that you know, your imagination knows. When you start to put thought into it and logic into it is when you start to feel like whatever it is that you're imagining is impossible. But this is the age of the imagination in connection to knowing. We just came from an age of direct imagination, but it was unfortunately tainted due to ignorance, due to the lack of knowledge. Don't take every religious text that you see literal. Dive deeper into it. Look up the etymology of these words, the metaphysical and the esoteric value of these words, so you can really see what's being written, especially if this was written ages ago or years ago, however you want to put that. But whatever this is the same thing that's ruling your life until you decide to take control of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. That's y'all message for Jupiter and Pisces. Okay. It does speak of compassion, but in order for you to get to a level of compassion, you're going to have to remove all of that dead weight. All of that which is connected to the walking dead that is still resonating with you subconsciously or slipped under the rug. It's time for you to vacuum that shit out. But the way this transit is going with Jupiter retrograde in the sign of Aries, stepping back into the sign of Pisces, 1028, around that time of the Day of the Dead. And mind you, Jupiter will be retrograde. It's going to actually go direct November 23rd. So that's something to really give thanks for. Is what you're about to experience come November. You know what I'm saying? So I love you. And I will see you on the next live. Catch you later, baby.